Hello and welcome to episode 20 of the /sthg /podcast, recorded on July 25th, 2020, at 5 p.m. PST. We are currently waiting for Anons to join. Please relax and enjoy the music.
Hi everybody, big welcome to the wonderful world of Radio DC. This is Yoshuri Kachin Kobayashi, and together we are going to have big fun. And I'm just about ready to take you away. Where are the guns? Risking their own lives. Only one thing we know. They always with us fighting for danger, yeah. They will never let you down. Don't you lose your hopes now. They will wipe out raging fire.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Who is this?
Hmm?
Oh, it's Sonny, I see. Okay. Just wait a few moments.
Okay.
So, I guess. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. That's okay.
Good.
Stomach kind of hurts a little.
Do you have any idea why?
Headache. I also have a headache too. I'm not sure why.
Why is your stomach hurt, you said?
I said my stomach and my head hurts, but I wasn't sure why.
Oh,
I think I need more water. It's been pretty hot lately.
You know, if you push your fingers into your eyes, then your headache will stop. Because it cuts off the
Push your...
But it genuinely will if you stick your thumb underneath your eyebrow. But it also really hurts your eyes, so I wouldn't actually try it.
Oh.
But the science agrees with that. I'm pretty sure that's what people like that had like insane headaches, like this may not be true at all, but I think in like 1800s or something, or this throughout history or whatever, when people had like insanely bad headaches, like ones that were like insanely hurtful, they would go blind because they'd be pushing their fingers into the because that would be the only thing that stops it.
I won't try to do that, but...
Yeah, you should probably just take some aspirin or something.
I worked out and did 30 minutes on the bike. Lower did 30 minutes on the bike. I did lay down.
Darlin's here.
Hello.
She gets tiny and just like, every time I close my eyes, she can close my eyes.
And we don't know if we're gonna just if the hotel.
Hey, your voice changed. Well, I don't know if you're I don't know what I'm talking about. I wonder how many people are going to show up. Some people got really...
Sorry.
It's no issue. But but I wonder how many people are gonna show up. Because I suggest the idea of the Prison Island Break thing, and it seems a lot of people got excited about that. If you understand, honestly, it was never really meant to be the thing. I probably shouldn't have made it so it seemed like it was the thing that we were supposed to do. Kind of just mentioned it as a backup thing. But I don't know. We already read Louisburg's fan fiction last podcast, so
Yeah.
that was an interesting read.
I didn't watch the last podcast yet.
It's all right.
But I did hear that you guys did read something.
Yeah, it was it appealed to Louisburg's interests, if you get what I'm saying.
Yes, I get it. I'm just trying to read right now. What's going on?
The thread or something else?
Yeah, the thread. It's not too much going on.
There's a comic about Korean and oh man.
There's been so much going on lately, but like it just kind of like escaped from my mind about what I wanted to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like there was a lot of, in my opinion, there was a lot of good conversations like the past few days.
Well, on the thread or?
Yeah, on the thread.
Yeah. There was there was actually, you're right about that. There was a lot of interesting conversations. Some of them a little more serious than others, but you know.
I'm trying to think what was another one. So I know like one of the later like the latest ones from today was about it's kind of about like forces with Tails and Blaze, the Tails and Blaze theory. And then like what if like Infinite was a different character?
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, what if like Infinite had like a different personality? I know there was something else though.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame because before Forces came out, I was very excited for the idea that he was like Infinite was like a dead Tails from the Game Gear games, like when the endings where Tails died. I thought that was kind of a cool idea, but fortunately they went with something else.
Hey, what's that noise in the background?
It was literally like 2-3 days ago, but I can't remember.
The Infinite discussion?
No, there was a couple other discussions that we had. It was really good, but I can't remember what it was. I need to start having like a notebook.
Yeah, that's what some people do, is they can't remember things, so they write it down. It's worked for a long time. But what did you think was the best, if you had to write Infinite's backstory, what would you write? Like, how would you like him to turn out?
Well, Infinite had the comic. Let's see, Infinite had one of the comics, the prequel comic, and then Episode Shadow. and I think like the whole background about it was that wasn't he like some kind of mercenary, and then he was like really bored of like the current state of things, so he just decided to work for Eggman after. No, he was started to work for Eggman after, I think, and then his like clan got killed or something like that.
Yeah, I think because it was Shadow that killed him, right? Or at least what that's.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I just don't really like the motivation. Like, I know, like, it feels like a lot of like the main villain characters don't really have like the greatest like motivation, and like that one's like different, but excuse me, there's just something I don't like about it. But like my main interest is his powers. I want to see more like illusions. I wish they kind of like played that up more.
Yeah. I think that's the worst part about him is that there's so much potential there, but it just gets wasted because it's just, you get the whole beef meme and shame.
Right. It's kind of played off as like a joke. I don't know if that's intentional or not, though.
Probably not, but I don't know. It's like that's the problem with the whole franchise. There's so much conflict of interest. Like, I'm pretty sure whoever designed it, it was like they wanted him to be an edgy, cool guy, right? But then there's an entirely different person that wrote the backstory. So you have that kind of degree of separation. That kind of you have two people working on it, but so you have kind of two conflicting views of how he's supposed to be.
I'm trying to look first. Who made him? I don't see his. Wait a minute. I don't see who made him. Oh, is it? They mentioned Nakamura, but I don't know if he's the guy who actually like created Infinite in his design.
Yeah.
So I just posted something in your Discord for a link. Yeah, the IEW and Sega are doing something for the 30th anniversary.
Oh.
I think the implication is I think the implication is that might be trying to get IDW OCs into the games more. That's what I think they're implying.
What caused you to think they're implying that?
Can I listen again quick?
Go ahead.
I'll probably hang up for a minute, but yeah, let me try listening to that again.
Yeah, do whatever you need to do. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but go ahead. I saw that there was a lot of I think someone did a poll and for the ages of sthg, and turned out there was like 4 people that were underage.
Yeah, I think that kind of checks out.
In what way say that?
I still haven't done it. I still haven't shown like the other poll, but I think the other poll had like a similar amount of people who are underage, like a couple. But most people are like in their 20s.
Do you
I'm sorry?
Yeah, they said there. I think they said something. Some secret things they're doing with Sega. Something to do with old characters they introduced with the comic Tangle and Whisper. Yeah, they didn't say it was in the comic.
That's good. But how many? Because it was like 18% underage. What half of that do you think is? Because it was from 14 to 17, I think. What half do you think is like 16 and 17, and what half do you think is like 15 and under?
What?
I'm pretty sure more people are. Well, I can't say that for sure, but I feel like they probably lean towards 16 or 17.
Yeah, hopefully.
I know there's some people out there who are very tiny, but I don't know.
It kind of when you hear these statistics, it kind of makes the whole fact of how much people post all the I don't want to use the term tails pedo, but there's definitely a few people here that I wouldn't want around those ages. But I guess they can't really do too much harm through a computer screen, so I guess it doesn't matter that much.
I can just imagine like just like some of the younger kids are the ones that are like severely horny posting.
Yeah, that might explain a lot of things.
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure adults do it too, but I can just imagine like a 14 or 15-year-old constantly spamming like Sonada or Shadow or just in general like Amy or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Explains a lot of things. But I guess, like you said, it does check out because I feel like this is like, if there's going to be a bunch of underage posters, it's going to be on sthg of all VG boards. I can't really think of anything that's more fitting, other maybe than Pokemon.
Oh. 1 sec.
What's that?
She got mauled to death by a dog. What's your take on this movie, sir? What do you think of all the underage posters?
Hi.
Hello? Oh. Same person.
Oh.
Hi. It's okay.
What's with that voice?
It's a dog. Yeah.
What's wrong?
I saw some people throw around the idea that Minifag is also underage. which would be kind of funny. Turned out to be true, but I think if that turned out to be true, the funnier part would be that all these people got so angry over like a 16-year-old kid or something like that.
Like, some people like to, I don't know why, but like some people tend to say like, oh, like the biggest shit posters are like kids, even though like there's a lot of people who normally shit post in general. Wanna leave? Come on. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember what I was thinking about. You're talking about like the younger kids. If out of all the places in VG, the younger kids would go to sthg. Ugh.
Do you agree with that statement, or? Oh, it's Mike. She's muted, so.
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't know, Kuzberg? Is that your take on everything?
No.
Well, what do you think?
I don't know. I really don't mind.
You're very carefree, You're very carefree. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Kind of wondering which board statistically has the most underage. It'd probably be B, but I guess that's we already answered this question, but oh.
Okay.
So what were you saying about VG stuff?
I'm sorry?
What were you saying?
No, I was talking about like the demographic of like out of all the VG
Boards.
like boards, what other boards are kind of could possibly have like a younger base.
Yeah,
And I'm not 100% sure. I want to say like stuff like maybe like Fortnite, maybe like Ninjala or something like that.
Or COD or Call of Duty or.
Yeah.
But you know, I think like if I actually disagree with the Fortnite one, because I feel like if the kids are on 4chan in the first place,
Mm-hmm.
I think they're probably not going to be playing Fortnite. I feel like they're kind of
like contrarian.
Yeah, contrarian.
So, just thinking, if we are reading Prison Break Island today, so you think you could link that to me, or at least post it in the thread?
Have you not read it yet?
Post it in the thread.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you think 3 people is enough, and we can just assign roles? I think we made with yeah. You and I made. I did Mama's No.
Yeah. It's really. I don't. It would. I think it's a little less funny than. I mean, if you really want to, but I think we're fine.
I'd like to do Prison Break Island. I'm just
Have you
interested.
read Prison Break Island?
No, that's
No.
why I'm interested.
What's your take on it, Sonny?
I don't mind.
Have you read Prison Break Island?
I don't think so. I don't think I read that one.
Yeah, it's the one where they get, it's like a hyper dark one around the prison. I'm not really in an area where I can really speak, so it would actually probably be, or speak that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I get you.
So it would really just be you two, and it's kind of, I don't know, you might not like it because it's really rough. It's like
It's just a fanfic.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean it's like one of those things where it's like hilariously bad, but it's not too hilarious at some point. Sometimes it's just kind of dark. But if you guys want to read it, then but you're gonna be on your own.
Yes, sir. So can you at least link it?
Okay, I'll link it, but it might just be you, Movie Spirit. I don't know if she wants to read it, but. Okay, it's in that Hangouts thing.
It's where?
In the Hangouts chat.
Where? Wait, on my phone.
Oh, it should be. Well, I'll send it again. Just make sure you're looking at your phone.
Discord.
I'll send it to Discord.
Oh, I see. $229,000 words.
Yeah. Oh, we can't read the whole thing. It's 51 chapters.
So who's the?
Like I said,
So who's?
Go ahead.
So who's the characters?
For the first chapter, it is the narrator, Mephiles, Silver, and Amy Knack.
So how come you don't want to read with me again?
It might just be you because she's gone. You did. So unless you want to wait, you would have to read the whole thing.
I don't want to read the whole thing. I don't think. In just my voice.
I mean, you can make a voice. Like I said, it's totally your choice if you want to read it. But unless she comes back, it'd be you reading the whole thing. You can save it for another time. We don't have to read it now. So it's fine.
Fine.
You got
Yeah,
excited.
why do you think? Yeah, why do you think there's so few people lately?
Why do you think? I don't know. Tell me.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were gonna tell me off or something. No, it's
what? Let's save it for another time.
yeah. Or if she comes back, then it could be good. Um, uh, you know, if you really do want to read it, I can put a little advertisement in the channel. Could try to get a few more people in here.
Yeah, try and get a few more people. See how that turns out.
I didn't realize you were so excited to read this. You alright?
Yep.
Oh, okay. What happened there?
I think it was just a hiccup.
Oh, I see. I'll make sure to put an image with it, because one thing you know is you get a lot more views if your posts if you put image next to it.
Wait, I'm doing the thing?
No, I'm doing it. Don't worry.
Wait, what?
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh, never mind. Oh, I think we should say, oh yeah, happy 6th anniversary sthg. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not like you would notice there. Yeah, I baked every thread with the girls today, yeah, but no one seemed to be making any new art for it, but maybe all the art fags are busy, or, yeah, 6 doesn't have the same ring to it as 5.
Because we got more romancing sound for you on Radio DC.
You know, one thing I find very interesting is there's an unbelievable amount of people in the in the sthg cast Discord. They have not done a episode yet. It's very disappointing.
Yeah, still wondering why you still have those around. Also, yeah, I think I'd also like to share, yeah, it turns out that, you know, ukulele, the archive we usually use, well, while looking for days, I noticed they have a gap between June and October 2015. I really looked hard to look for another archive with that thread until someone posted a thread with another more obscure archive.
Ukulele? I don't know how you pronounce it. No, unfortunately, they aren't too receptive to my post.
It turns out somehow Sage's creation was somehow drama-y. This is a direct quote from the day after. People began having fun creating Sage and whatnot until some waifu factory and a couple of anons snap and go, hey, wait a minute, this is cancer after that was just down the toilet. I don't know what that was all about, but I guess 2015 sthg, not that much different from 2020 sthg.
Yeah. I think we'll give up the Prison Island break.
When did you even do your ad thing or no?
Yeah, I did the little advertisement, but fortunately, I think there's one guy that really doesn't like what we're doing here, so he showed his distaste for since liking it. Yeah, it's fine. It wasn't. Yeah, I really shouldn't have. Partly my fault. I shouldn't have advertised it as like something that we were going to do. It really was meant to be sort of something you have held in reserve.
Yeah, you know what I think? Mama's knows best, a better choice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the hypnosis stuff was pretty interesting. Also, Prison Island Break is a pretty slow burn. I mean, there's a few good spots in the beginning, but
yeah,
it really gets crazy, like part 2.
Yeah. Say, I have a fan. Think we could read instead?
You know, let's kind of hold off on the fanfics. You know, let's just talk about stuff.
Wait, trust me. I have one fanfic I really want to share with you. Oh, hello.
Oh man.
What's his gimmick?
Greetings.
It's him.
What, the G-Man guy?
Yeah.
Greetings. How fares everyone this night?
We're doing good. We're doing great.
Good.
Is there anything I need to know to get back up to speed on the current issue at hand?
No, not really. We were talking about
Oh yeah, are you talking about Sonic stuff?
I hope so.
Yeah. Sonic movie got a release date, April 8th, 2022, and IDW and Sega are doing something for the 30th anniversary that may or may not be putting the IDW characters into the games. I think that's what they were implying, or I don't know.
Oh, I've just received information about that. So I'd be eager to elaborate. I see you have also made strides to have some semblance of story time in one of the last issues of this podcast, if you can call it that.
You listened to that?
No, I haven't found the time for that. Too busy roaming the earth on my preferred mode of transport. That's called a bicycle.
Yeah.
I would be more than willing to read something for the good people that this podcast is supposed to represent, I guess. But
I mean,
my story selection is somewhat limited in this regard.
We were just talking about how we shouldn't read Prison Island Break.
Well, as soon as I saw the idea, I thought maybe why not suggest something a little more, how shall we say, more appropriate.
Yeah, we were thinking the same thing.
I found some.
Someone introduced me to this one story over here that don't know if anybody would be interested in listening to something into a proper story versus something that would be just explicitly written for comedy effect. But
I found some really crazy ass fanfic once.
oh yeah, tell me about it. I wasn't the only one hunting down for those.
Guess what? Sonic's List. Guess what it's a crossover with?
Not My Little Pony, because those are everywhere.
Schindler's List.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Remember, I was the guy who was searching around for crossovers between Valve IPs some time ago. I remember there was this one, but there was a bunch of these titles which I can only call, well, wacky in their appearance, although I must say my presentation of my findings to the general house was a bit laced with sugar, how shall I call it. I did a bit of the translation to make it sound more presentable than the actual spellings of the titles and description of these fanfiction entries were. Most of those were from Team Fortress 2, by the way. I also ran over a search of Half-Life, Portal, Doctor Who, Star Trek, what else? There was nothing from Transformers at all as far as I can recall. So those were most of my search areas. Don't know what yours were, so you can maybe tell us about it.
Yeah, I used... a long time ago, I used to do a bunch of series of threads where I just posted links to crack video game crossover fix on V. And this was one of them. Every time I think about it, one half of my brain thinks no copyright law in the universe is gonna stop me. The other half thinks the juice being stopped while that one Nazi plays the piano. Yes, I've seen Schindler's List.
Oh,
it was on TV once.
Are you gonna read the Schindler's List one or something else?
I was just saying you were thinking about something else, or were you saying you were thinking about something else?
How about I go on to fanfiction down there right now and try to find this one story that I have read and found to be acceptable.
Oh, what's it about?
It was about Sonic and Tails in the setting of I believe it takes place after Unleashed or before. I don't know what the timeline, if we can call it that.
There is no Sonic canon, only an anomaly.
Yes, it's all a disjointed mess of timey-wimey stuff. It's just sort of there. It's all over the place.
The only consistent thing is the Sonic movie. And that doesn't even... And that's its own thing.
It's only one thing at that. It can be consistent in one thing, but not in the others. I mean, you could still technically consider these... you could consider some sort of a timeline existing to at least some point for the adventure games period, but then it just sort of, well... Nothing, just sort of referenced the other after that. That's how it broke continuity. Alright, now perhaps I should attempt to extract my browsing history from my telephone so I can view it on my desktop. I don't know if that's possible considering my display is so shattered and so falling apart at that one seam at the bottom left corner of my display. It's just turning into a bunch of flakes. And of course, the display has mirrored itself and is hardly responsive to inputs half the time. You know, maybe I just need to hit it a few times. That'll make up its mind. If it doesn't just make it worse. Anyway, this is fruitless, so I will just search for it myself from memory. I believe the entry that I am referring to was suggested to me by someone.
What's wrong, baby?
Was suggested by someone.
She's talking to her dog.
if it was tagged correctly. Where are you, Mr. Sonic?
Want to hear Monkey Paw's joke while we're waiting for him to look for his thing? Yeah,
If it's
Monkey
not,
Paw.
if it's not too long, then go ahead.
Yeah, Monkey Paw. Sonic gets a new animated series with the best animation and writing in series history. It's a Quibi exclusive.
Found it. I think I found it. The story I was referring to was Senses Lost by Genthria.
Could you?
Don't know if you've ever read that one, but I remember it was passed around on the general at some point.
Yeah, could you maybe post it again so we could see it?
Yeah. All over here. The actual general.
I think I'll just try and look for it myself.
I think it was this one. May not be everybody's cup of tea, but it was at least interesting at some point to have a read at in the evening. Sometimes I just go around looking for what other people's are doing before attempting something myself, just to see what to look out for. Oh, again, I probably don't even need to do that. If I trust myself, I'm probably more qualified to write for Sonic of all things, but still. Probably you don't need to treat it as if I would be writing a story for something like Star Trek, where you probably have to binge a lot more to get your mind refreshed on what and what not to do. Writing for such a universe. It's come to my attention nobody has actually sent any messages in the calls before, as far as I can tell, at least.
Yeah, it's pretty hard
It's
to.
usually hard to look at them.
Yeah, I'm
Click
on
on the
mobile, so I
links.
can't see the chat at all.
Yeah, if they're on mobile, they can't see it. Only I can see it.
Oh, very well. Where should I send it then?
Well,
Email?
if you do like right then, like if they're looking at it at that moment, they can see it, but they can't see the history. So you kind of have to warn people that you're going to post something, and then they can click on it. Or you can just post in the general or their discords if you have on it.
You know what?
Just say you're gonna post something for the podcast.
Should I, though? Is there any point?
It's up to you. I mean, you just try to get in the Hangouts thing, and they could probably see it if they do it exactly.
Totally just a totally inconspicuous link passing by.
Oh, here it is.
Nothing to see here. It's totally legit. It's just the local unsuspecting van passing by, delivering all sorts of goodies that are totally legitimate and do not require any kind of attention from those standing nearby.
Oh. Okay, so who's playing who?
Oh, speak of
Well, I am probably only qualified for one role.
The narrator?
That too. That means I'll have to take two now. Probably.
What's the other one?
Take a guess, maybe.
This is a crossover of what? This is Doctor Who?
No, I was referring to any crossovers here.
Oh, you want to be Eggman?
Or Sonic?
If I made the attempts to raise my voice a bit, I'd probably have to consume a few sweets to do that, though. In any case, I'll probably just be more suited for the role of the narrator or Shadow. If I did Shadow, I'd probably end up sounding more like David Hayter, if anything. Which I guess is an apt comparison, given that Griffith's Shadow is already comparable to him.
I think I'd like to try Tails.
I think you'd be a good fit. I mean, I don't know. I see you as kind of a Sonic, if I'm going to be 100% honest with you. It looks great.
If only I was still proficient in my use of Voicemeter, I could use it to great benefit. Don't know, however, B1 and Dalek did it, but I should have probably researched it in advance.
You guys gotta. I can't really read it right now, so you guys gonna have to figure it out.
Should I read the author's notes before this?
Yeah, give it a demo.
No, I need the author's note, not the start of the chapter, unless you'd like to start with reading that
I
chapter.
think I'll just do Sonic and Tails in this chapter.
Well, you guys can just go with it. Just start reading, and then we can go along.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll start reading it. This is the story of a man named Stanley. No, I'm not gonna do that, okay? Okay, chapter 1. In many ways, he approved of city life. The paved roads offered plenty of room for running. Nothing like blazing down a freeway at top speed. You simply didn't get areas like that in his native zone. Though he would always recall the great green hills fondly. He admired much of the architecture, too. Great reaching structures, ramps, rails, blinking lights. What was there not to like? A certain Echidna would sometimes tease him by telling him the fact that he loved shiny things so much probably had more to do with a potential undiagnosed case of ADHD than any real appreciation of city architecture. He would have replied something about that fact, that Echidnas knew nothing about cool design, even if it hit them on the head. But usually at that point he had already run off in an attempt to conquer whatever building they had been watching by running up its sides anyway. Of course, where there were cities, there were humans. All Sapiens did live in the city. Some of them, like Amy, were even born there. They were a minority, though. Getting used to humans had taken some time, but a certain degree of natural-born wariness when he arrived had quickly given way to trust and even affection. He had prided himself in being able to see the best in others. Well, that and the media attention and idolization had soon followed upon his arrival. Helped, too. Then, of course, there was the food. During one of their first walks among the streets, they had found a street vendor. They had been hungry, recently arrived at the station square, and uncertain where to find anything edible. Hesitantly, he had bought them a snack from the seller, who had assured them that they would approve of the treat. He hadn't had much money then, and it felt wrong to spend on something he'd usually find on his own for free. But they had been too hungry at that point to care much. His metabolism was off the charts and required large amounts of daily nourishment. While the little kid had given them the biggest puppy eyes he had ever seen as soon as they smelled the cooking meat. Fresh meat had been a luxury during their travels. That first bite had been a revelation. Suffice to say, after the first bite of a chili dog, So I'm gonna seriously do this. Sonic had abandoned large parts of his species' native diet. No, he would pick and choose the occasional favorite tree whilst they were out in the wilderness anyway. But in this aspect, he would happily admit that if the humans were good for only a few things, making great food was certainly one of them. And the fact that while his choice of foods would have lent most humans little more than a soft-smelling and greasy skin, the high-calorie diet gave his body enough to work with to help him grow stronger still. Only after a year had he become a regular city dweller. The difference was clear. He had already grown taller, felt livelier and more alert. He preferred to think that his glorious chili dogs for most of his physical strengths. After living there for some time, they had gotten used to the buzz and life of the city. There was something to be said for the food and supplies always available near you. In particular, when you could move as fast as you could, leaving almost everything available near you, no matter how far away it was. Tails had especially enjoyed having access to hardware stores and other places that can lend him materials and equipment for his experiments in robotics and machinery. His tinkering, fixing, and upgrading of electronics of all kinds quickly gave him the means of income when the young fox began to sell repaired equipment and even offer some brand new trinkets he had built himself. The workshop had been one of their biggest purchases to date, but also their most beloved one. Tails could spend days tinkering on some piece of machinery or other, while Sonic enjoyed returning to the surrounding wilderness now and then after a visit to Station Square. While he had converted fairly successfully to becoming a city person, he had kept some of his more native habits too. For one thing, he still preferred to sleep high up and almost always preferred to rest in a great tree rather than the middle of a human-sized bed. The noises tended to keep him up at night anyway. As a result, whilst both of them could often be seen dwelling in the city during the day, nighttime usually found the duo peacefully resting in the mystic ruins. Tails working on some project or other, Sonic dutifully watching over him and from a nearby vantage point. In fact, this was exactly how one of their many adventures began. One summer evening. This is the part where
Oh yeah, the Sonic. You got to hear this.
The young fox looked ecstatic, almost jumping on the spot, twin tails twirling around more than the usual. When he saw the drowsy hedgehog eyeing him tidily, he carried on.
It's a huge scientific conference in northern Adabat. All the big names are going to be there, too. There will be seminars and lectures and demonstrations. They're going to unveil all sorts of new prototypes as well. We've just got to go.
Maybe I should just do Sonic at some point. Unsurprisingly, Sonic was not at all ecstatic about the prospect of sitting in a lecture hall listening to someone prattle around about the most ultra thingamabomward brand new what's it is it. Now, he did appreciate Tails' knowledge about electronics. It really had come in handy on many occasions. His own philosophy regarding his work with the electronics and robotics was pretty simple, though. Mainly it consisted of something along the lines of Sonic Smash. Still, he couldn't very well deny the young fox this opportunity, he supposed. Tails rarely got the chance to discuss his big interest with anyone else, and perhaps he could learn something that could aid them in the upcoming battle. Eggman had been quiet lately. There wasn't really anything to stop him from going.
You said you'd like to do so at some point? This is a point.
Oh, excuse me. All right, kid, we'll go. On one condition. Whilst you sit and listen to some old dude talk about gears and cogwheels, I'm busy running and exploring the outdoors instead. How's that?
That's fine, Sonic.
The fox beamed at him.
Although it wouldn't hurt you to at least listen to one of the introductions, I'm sure you could learn something.
I leave that stuff to you. Where'd you learn about this conference anyway?
Oh.
Tails backed up a step, giving Sonic room to jump down from a tree.
I got an invite email from the Arabat Scientific Center. It said they'd invited the best, the most promising upcoming engineers from around the world to come together and learn from each other. I'm so excited. If we leave first thing tomorrow with the tornado, we should be able to get there in time for the introductions on Wednesday. That's only 2 days from now, but I think we can make it.
Is that so? Sonic mused as he stretched lazily. Bet Eggman's gonna be there to muck it up. Sounds like his kind of plan. He's been quiet for way too long. He watched the fox grow a thoughtful expression.
I haven't really thought of that. I guess he could try something, but then again, there's bound to be lots of extra security, right? You have to be pretty stupid to try something at a place like that.
Sure
An
thing.
idea, he smiled. Of course, that means it's extra important that we go there so we can stop him if he does show up.
Sonic couldn't resist a grin. Sure thing. And with that, as they walked together back to the workshop, Sonic listening patiently as his little brother listed everything they'd need and what they would bring and what he hoped to learn, what he hoped to discuss, and... Oh, by the way, Tails, how do you think you're gonna fit all those gadgets in the tornado anyway?
Oh, I'll think of something.
The next morning found one rather annoyed hedgehog and one very excited fox. Tails had just finished packaging some of the last of the food they need on their way there, stuffing an armload of sandwiches in a large cooling bag. The little aircraft was filled to the brim with electronics and gadgets, some of them fully functioning, some of them halfway there, and some he had no idea what to do with, but hoped to get suggestions for. He had a tough morning, trying to decide what to bring and what to leave behind. There's just so many things he wanted to show and discuss with someone as interested in electronics as him. While many of the names on the invite list had been unknown to him, he had also recognized quite a few of them, and was just beyond excited at the chance of meeting some real experts. Yet, some was surprised that he'd gotten an invite of his own, but he supposed word had gotten around after he used some of his invention. At last, fought Eggman. Excuse me. Sonic, on the other hand, had been ordered around all morning by the young fox, and was rapidly getting tired of it. Get this, pack that. Whilst he didn't begrudge his friend this opportunity, he expected the next few days to be exceptionally dull for him. The conference was going to be held at some big scientific center or other, located in the middle of nowhere, in the vast Arabat wilds. The location had been chosen to be as remote as possible. Tails had explained to them, so they could carry out experiments without risk of injuring any nearby bystanders, and the endless dark night skies. There was no street or city lights near the center, made the place perfect for astronomy-related studies. But this all meant for Sonic that he'd be going to a dull place surrounded by a dull forest, meaning no room to run freely. And worse, the center had to be located on an island of all places, as in surrounded by deep waters. And it had been known for its exceptionally harsh currents. Basically, he'd be stuck in that one spot with nowhere to go. He was already feeling bored thinking about it. They hadn't even left the workshop yet.
Alright, I think that's all.
Tails quipped as he closed the hatch to the stored portion in the plane's underbelly.
Everything taken care of? All doors locked?
Yeah. Sonic stiffed a yawn.
Alright then, let's go.
Tails climbed into the pilot's seat while Sonic jumped onto the wings. He had eyed the ropes and wires cautiously. Tails had unable to fit all he wanted in the storage unit, taken to strapping some of his equipment to the wings themselves. He had assured Sonic that it wouldn't affect their aerodynamics, though he also recommended Sonic grab it firm as they took off, just in case. Igniting the engine and checking the controls, Tails motioned over to the Hedgehogs and gave him a thumbs up in return. They were ready.
Here we go!
The fox yelled happily, and Sonic smiled in response as the kids evident joy. The aircraft took off, and the Hedgehog watched the shop grow smaller and smaller below them as the biplane lifted higher into the air. Carefully, he sat down, leaning slightly onto some contraption or other behind him, securely attached with multiple ropes. They were on their way. The trip was long and, as far as Sonic was concerned, beyond dull. The seascape looked pretty much the same as any other, and they were too high up to see any of the land, giving him little to look at other than the aircraft itself. Tails had preferred not to make any unnecessary stops, taking them down only during the day for dinner or bathroom breaks. Sonic had taken the opportunity to stretch his legs by running around for a few minutes before the fox ushered him back onto the wing as they continued forward. As night approached, Tails once more took them down, this time landing near the edge of a great forest, for eating a late dinner and sleeping until it was ready to take off again. The next day continued in much the same manner, with little variation or deviation. Tails pushed the little plane hard and was glad to know that as the clock, recently adjusted for the new time zone, struck 10 p.m. They were finally nearing the island that hosted the ASC, the Adabat Scientific Center. He shouted for his blue companion, who was dozing on his spot on the wing, before contacting the landing tower. The remote location of the center meant that many of the visitors came by air, and fortunately for them, there was a landing strip ready for them. Soon, he had taken them on the ground again, as they entered the area together. Sonic whistled upon viewing the building. It was many stories high, and he knew from Tails' explanations that the prospect also continued underground. On one side, what reminded him of a giant telescope took up most of the space. Surrounding the center was a park-like area full of smaller buildings, probably storage areas, and simpler. And beyond that, miles and miles of dark, foreboding rainforest. There were no lights on the outside, the area lit only by what light escaped from some of the windows and the landing lights. Someplace, huh, Tails? The fox laughed.
Wait until you see the inside.
They continued walking past the building, however, to another one, located not far away. This was the visitor center, which also hosted simple rooms for people like themselves who were staying for longer than a day's visit. It reminded the duo of a simple but clean motel. They checked them successfully and helped to unload the aircraft's contents and cargo into their room. Sonic glanced around the white walls as Tails was busy looking over a few of his gadgets for any damage or any missing components from the flight. The larger objects had been left by the aircraft itself, whilst the rickety desk was filled with miniature computers, high-tech equipment, and other circuitry sitting closest to Tails, his trusted laptop. It had been one of the first pieces of equipment he brought when they had arrived in the city. Whilst at first glance it would appear nothing more than a regular old worn notebook, he had done various upgrades to it over the years, to the point where it was running significantly faster than most government computers of this form factor. He had used a rag to wipe a bit of dust off of it as Sonic sat down on one of the beds. So, when did this thing get started tomorrow? Kicking off his shoes, Sonic lay back and eyed his friend, one earfoot back as he was getting ready to sleep. He usually needed time to relax. Peaceful, but he was too tired to care right now.
What's up, niggas? Are you guys reading that story?
Yes, I was.
Oh, it's great. What chapter are you on?
Chapter 1, just finishing chapter 1.
I don't think he's talking about that story. We're not being Prison Break Island.
Why not? Aw, that sucks.
Can you turn it down a bit so we can finish?
Was not right.
What fic are you reading? Just wondering.
Senses lost.
Lost? Okay.
Senses lost, yes.
We were finishing.
Yeah, I got fucking banned again for like 7 days, niggas.
Oh, great.
It was for dumb shit too. Like really dumb shit.
The fix in the hangout thing.
Alright, yeah, cool. I'm gonna stick around here for a bit. Yeah. I'll listen to you guys read it, but I'm gonna be playing some Star Sector.
Okay.
Ooh. Are you in the same game?
Huh?
Is it the same game from last time we talked about it?
Yeah, I'm like making like huge bank off of my colonies. Legit making like 600k right now.
That's how you do it.
Per month. It's like, it's so easy because I can, you know.
Yeah, after a point it becomes kind of almost a little too boring. But let's finish the...
Yeah, sure, go ahead. You guys do that.
Yeah, I had a line up. Oh, I have to get up early, catch it all. I'll set the alarm to 6, okay? Fine, bye.
Alright, I see the link has already acquired much traffic in the thread. Oh dear, what is this image? Okay, I'm not gonna bother with that right now. I need to focus, yes. I need to focus on the battle of light and dark and ensure that I do not fumble around once more in my narration.
Your line was fine.
Sorry. Come again.
Fine by me, that's the start of your line.
Moving on with the dialogue.
Let's get on with it.
Jeez, alright. Let's calm down.
Too something, too tired to care right now.
Oh, I'll have to get up early and catch it all. I'll set the alarm 6, okay?
Fine by me, as long as you don't expect me to be up by then. Sonic smirked at the kid before yawning wide, rolling his shoulders as he stretched. That was not... okay. Tails didn't reply, just waved at the hedgehog and smiled. No point in arguing with him. Sonic would do so as he pleased anyway. Content, they both soon fell asleep. Author's note, here's chapter 2. More action this time, down the road anyway.
So is this like a Son Ails fic or something like that? I don't fucking know what's going on.
As a what fic?
Is this like some sort of weird gay fic or something like that?
No, let's just say it's a bit more intelligent than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
but like, what is it exactly? Like, what does it say in the tag? Like, is it X something? I don't fucking know. Like,
I'm actually not sure it has the, hold on. Let me check.
Just says T.
It's T in the...
Following a trip to scientific, okay, whatever.
And by the way, if you want something really weird, mimic fag, you should probably look at the fanfic we read last podcast.
What was it about?
It was it was
Alicia and Nicole hypnotizing Fiona to be a princess.
What?
Yes.
Wait, no, I have, like, what did you say again? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Alicia and Nicole hypnotizing Fiona to be an acorn princess.
Oh. No, I've read much weirder. Just know that.
Yeah, it's also less lewd than it sounds.
So what's happening? What are we doing now?
Tell me if you're willing to begin chapter 2 or not.
I mean, if I'm being honest, this is a little.
You guys need to, like, read something a lot more fucking weirder. I'm just saying.
Well, I haven't found
I did have something, even something that.
I mean, you could read SUH. So.
I did have something track in mind, but I'm currently interested in the one we're reading right now.
Or something like Shadow's Cult or something like that.
Oh, that.
I think I'd like to stick with the one we're reading right now.
God, dude.
Seems that I have a very different perception of comedy than everybody else. In some cases, it's just part of my sanity that's remained intact.
Wait, was your like fanfic like a legitimate story?
What? The one I'm reading right now?
Yeah.
You could say that.
I'll probably keep it. I'll keep it as like a regular. Like,
holy shit.
Like a fair, legitimate like fan fiction. Cause like sometimes it's not like the best. Or not
Wait.
Fictions.
Wait a second. Were you the chick that fucking made a post to me saying I'd hate fuck you by chance? Cause is that an invitation or?
There's at least 4 females on here, so I don't think so.
No, but she specifically is asking for my cat though. So.
I think I read that post.
Oh
yeah. So we gonna continue or not?
If you wish to do a pit stop in the restroom right now, you should do that before continuing.
Yeah, use the bathroom.
I'm gonna keep your fanfic in mind.
Yeah, by the way, like, I don't really... Fuck. Oh god, I'm boned. Shit.
Thank you,
Alright. No objections? Alright.
How many Remnants fleets are there? Oh shit.
I should probably go for one, but I'll just keep my gas. Keep my free gas. And continue. Chapter 2. You must not execute. There were some things that shouldn't simply exist in the morning. Alarm clocks were one. An empty fridge was another. On the top of the list, though, you'll gladly place what was currently interrupting these beauties of overzealous foxes. Grabbing a pillow and placing it over his head, he groaned loudly as Tails ran around the room, collecting notes and pens and equipments and gadgets, ready to run off to the first lecture, an introduction to advanced robotics. Is it the part where Tails speaks?
I think Lucas Break got hit by a car. So.
Oh wait.
Yeah, you left. He got run over by a car, so I don't think.
Wait, who got hit by a car? What? What just happened?
Lucas Break's dead. We can't. And Tails is dead.
It seems like a really good fan fiction.
Hold on,
imagine like reading fan fictions unironically and not for laughs.
I'm gonna add the
I usually
original.
read it for fun, but sometimes I like
Real-
regular fan fiction.
No, I always like pick the most god awful shit for a reason. I just want to like humor myself.
Yeah, so I'm back.
in the middle.
We gotta continue.
Like, no. Do people here unironically like read fan fiction and take it seriously?
Rarely.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Are you serious? Like, are you serious right now?
Sometimes it could be a good bedtime story for inspiration or something. But then again, I come from a place that has much higher standards for written stories than others.
Have you written stories before?
You can write stories doesn't mean you always publish them.
Oh.
I sure as hell have not managed to scramble the strength required to do that. But could probably do that at some point in my life, at the very least.
Sometimes, like,
I'm more than capable of doing so. I only just didn't waste that year of my life as this current started. That'd be great. That's a story for another time, though.
you know, like, this just makes me lose faith in humanity, but, you know, hey, I spam, like, stills of Tails cuck porn on the general, so I shouldn't really be talking.
Wait. Yes, so I'll simply disregard your opinion as being plebeian and my opinion as being patrician in this case. At least that's how it was working last time, I think. I'm not sure. I'll leave it to the presiding judge, which would be me in this case. Which I non-judgmentalism.
You know what? Let me go check out what the...
I think you should post them for your own sake.
Alright, so I'll be continuing on trivial. Alright, that's the only reply.
Okay, so this is not... Is this like a torture? Holy shit! It says things take an unexpected turn when Sonic is injured and captured by the Mad Doctor. So I'd assume this is like some sort of torture porn.
So
whatever your definition of that is, just
say,
don't
why don't we
to it.
So why don't we go back to reading it to figure out what it actually is?
Okay, here they come like replying all of a sudden. Because people automatically adjust to the relative.
No, I'm looking at like what kind of cancer is going on right now in the general. So
yes, I believe that link has spawned controversy already because of people going out by the title.
And the thing is, like, I have to fucking phone post since I keep getting banned on my main IP all the time.
Get on with that.
Okay. Alright. Tails, Jay, your services are required to continue this. The last sentence we left off on was introduction to advanced robotics.
You coming, Sonic? The first seminar starts in 10 minutes. It's on robots.
Tails asked, hoping against hope. Was the only reply. The kid rolled his eyes, nudging his friend twice before giving up. That was an impossible task. He ran off, leaving a glowing hedgehog behind. Intermission. The sound of air conditioning, or whatever it is in the background, is making it very difficult for me to hear Jay. So if you could tone it down, whatever kind of microphone is it?
Wait. Is that my fan or something like that? Do you hear like a fan in the background?
Yes, apparently the microphone is picking it up, so I suggest
Alrighty then.
you do this by going into Windows Options, by clicking on your taskbar of your speakers, going to your sound output, sound control panel.
Yeah, I know.
Going to recording, microphone properties, levels, microphone, and you can adjust your sensitivity there, as I am right now. Moving on. Sonic was a wary creature with lightning reflexes. That's better. Relaxing had not always come easy to him, but once his guard was down and successfully fell asleep, he was very slow to wake up again. It took several minutes before he gradually sat up in the bed, which looked rather more worn than the previous night, thanks to that Spike the Hedgehog treatment, and slowly put on his shoes and gloves.
Can you turn down that chair?
Are those the sounds, intermission, are those the sounds of robots I'm hearing in the background?
It's this chair.
It's my chair. It's a piece of shit.
What are the guys doing, those robots in that chair?
Yeah, try be more careful with that.
You have selected Microsoft David as the default voice.
Listen.
Robots.
Robot. What? Hey, that's my line.
Just making sure you know where to start.
Yes. Robots. Keep it over. No
Okay, are you doing this intentionally now?
No. I'm literally typing right now in Windows XL.
Well, type quieter.
Well, my keyboard's loud, so.
How can Google not be equipped with such a basic feature as adjusting the volume of other people? Embarrassing.
Focus. Robots.
Yes. Focus. Speed. I am speed. Wait, that's not what I was supposed to say. He murmured, rubbing his eyes against the lazy stretch, deciding there was no point going back to that bed anyway. He took off to the polar mountains surrounding him, and he saw grimly look for signs. And just in case. A few hours later, Sonic and Tails eat lunch together at the central cafeteria, carefully yet chosen the most remote table possible, though for very different reasons. Tails looked happy, excited, and tired. He had just come back from unloading an arm full of notes and instructions, tools, and contraptions back into their room. After listening to the two seminars and talking with the various humans, and even a few sapiens about the robotics, he had learned quite a bit and had been able to offer new knowledge regarding the use of chaos emeralds to power technology of various sorts. Not a subject many beyond him and Eggman, fortunately, had been able to look into. Wanting to get as much rest as possible between the next seminar, he was hoping to find some peace and quiet during lunch. That's for Sonic. He was getting quite tired too, although for different reasons. He was used to being followed around by fans whenever going to crowds, but this crowd was quite different than the usual ones. Whilst he had indeed signed some autographs, he had also been
found the pole card.
And of excited scientists wanting to know all about his speed and agility. And now that he could move like that, now his mind could process that amount of information that fast. And what ways was it different from the regular Phobia or the regular hedgehog? And he didn't know what else Sonic had been willing to put up with the first few tests, mostly consisting of running, jumping around, and looking cool, like always. Most of the others took notes. But, tired of that game as soon as a few researchers were bold enough to start begging them for blood samples, chaos energy readings, x-rays, or whatever else they could think of. By that time, he heard the third "I promise, it's just a slight prick, you won't hurt a bit." He had decided that enough was enough, and simply ran off. Nothing that they could do to stop him. At that point, he had been reminded by no one as much as Eggman. Chaos knew he had enough. human-founded experimentation done on him to last a lifetime already. Here found Tails just exiting one of the lecture rooms, and all but demanded they go somewhere else. Hence, lunch. Intermission, I must drink some water.
It's all the SS fag. I'm so sick of seeing them. Literally.
Were you traumatized at a young age, and you're you detest the people that glorify it?
What?
Were you traumatized at a young age? Now you're disgusted by the people who glorify it?
I wish I was. But no, I'm just sick of seeing SS fags, and like whenever I see them, I just spam a bunch of Tails cuck porn. So whenever but now that I'm banned from my computer, I don't want to like download it to my phone because like because I just don't want to have that conversation. Because like.
Intermission a bit more. All right. And it was when they ate together one barely able to chew on his chicken sandwich as he had so much to tell his older brother, the other one eyeing him quietly as he chewed on his hamburger. Unfortunately, the closest equivalent to a chili dog around these parts, not all that the best of how the day was unfolding. In Tails' defense, he was indeed trying to do his best. Sonic he was trying his best to keep Sonic occupied. Once his intermission, I can't do this all stage. My microphone is mounted too low to the ground. It's a table hanging. In Tails' defense, he was indeed trying his best to keep Sonic occupied. He knew this wasn't an activity the Hedgehog would ever willingly choose. Sonic needed to be on the move, constantly, or he'd go insane. Not to mention, drive everyone around him crazy with all his pent-up energy. To keep the Hedgehog happy, he had suggested he explore the jungle around him during the days, which kept Sonic occupied for a few hours. Following that, he had eventually proposed they take a trip with the aircraft. Sonic had heartily agreed. As soon as they were done eating, they headed over to the plane. Tails had unpacked almost everything he had brought him to Adamat. Just then, no gadgets or electronics to annoy the Blue Speedster, just like old times. They brought nothing with them at the lunch, and were soon ready to take off. Once they were in the air, Tails was happy to see Sonic at ease again, quills flying in the wind, and an adventurous look on his face, eyes shining with joy. Years later, after putting up with Tails' interest for 3 days straight, the Fox thought. After an hour in the air, they had traveled a respectable distance. The ground below them was stretching out as an endless green carpet, occasionally by of shallow rivers. Tails had been looking for a suitable place to land for some time, but had trouble finding a clear area large enough to support a landing. At this point, they would probably have to turn back without actually landing at all. Not something he looked forward to telling the fidgeting hedgehog who was just itching for a good one.
Sonic, do you see anything?
He called for his friend, mostly to gauge his current mood. Weirdos. Yeah, Tails, I do, Sonic replied, shading his eyes with a gloved hand. He sounded excited, but also thoughtful.
What? Where?
Tails looked directly ahead, but saw nothing but the same dark green below him.
7 o'clock. Look, it's Eggman, I'm sure of it. Nope, that's your line.
Oh, wait, that was my line, I think. 7 o'clock. Look, it's Eggman. I'm sure of it. Tails gasped as he looked closer into the direction Sonic pointed. He was right. There was something moving below them, something large, robot of some kind. It was tearing down trees, great stems crashing down around it. What was it looking for? More focused on looking ahead, Tails would have missed it if it not for John's sharp eyes. He was ignorant, no doubt about it. Up to no good as usual, it seemed.
What should we do, Sonic?
Oh, do you ever need to ask? Let's take her down right here. Obviously, it's up to something. Sonic grinned from ear to ear. Finally, some action. Tails, truth be told, was not at all excited about the idea of landing here. On top of that, he doubted he had his big advance mission either. Surely he had noticed the plane above. Circling the terrain around, he eventually settled on landing on the edge of a barren cliff. Not a place he'd choose if he had options, but he didn't. Fortunately, the landing went without any major issues. Their feet had barely touched the ground. His arm had taken off. Took them a moment to move the kilometers through the dense jungle before reaching their final destination. As they neared, they could hear the yelps of fleeing animals and whirring electronics as more trees fell. Unbeknownst to them, Eggman was quite frantically preparing for their promised appearance. To guarantee now that he had spotted the plane going down some distance away. How in the world had they known to look for him here? He was not in the middle of nowhere. He hadn't even attacked any nearby cities or villages to draw attention to himself. It was only good fortune that he spotted what he noticed next when they saw him. True, that was still not completed, but the test run in the forest had been going well enough until he was interrupted. He supposed it was ready for its first flight. He moved its legs into position, waiting for the hedgehog to approach. He had thought he could already hear a faint swishing sound throughout the forest. They were getting closer. As a last-second preparation, he went over, quickly put together a speech in his head. Sonic muttered as he rubbed his arm over his forehead, wiping off the patches sticking up. What a place! Even mind forests were not at all. First, it was somewhere in the category of astronomical. You had a tendency to remain open landscape, trying to move as quickly as possible.
Over there! There he is!
Sonic's ears perked as he heard his companion pointing ahead. He slowed his speed considerably so that he could let go of the thought without risking sending them flying as he listened to his grip on the tan arm. His plan was to leave Tails at a safe distance while engaging in battle. Tails divided his grip closer to the doctor. He wanted to help, not hide. Tails had invited the to a too large tree in a small clearing littered by vulnerability, and he saw it. Eggman had unsurprisingly regarding it at the time, preparing himself to move the overboard speeches, cackling as they slowed to stand in front of them. He gestured to the duo. Good thing the plan was already well in motion. This. Still, he frowned as he considered this kink as otherwise smooth running strategy. Intermission. I need to catch some breath. This is very oxygen intense. Also considering I'm kneeling.
Say, by the way, Mick,
What?
at least try to mute it while you're not talking.
Why?
Yeah, I think it's all the noise is still distracting.
What do you mean all the noise is distracting? Literally, my fan's away from my computer. Alright?
You know, you can just mute your mic.
Why?
Oh, you can just mute your fans.
Why? Wait, can you guys hear my fans, or?
I hear
Yes.
something.
Like, what do you
kind of
hear?
hear it. Like a little bit.
Yeah, well, you can keep on, doing whatever you're doing, so.
Alright, I will say that 1 minute. I must catch my breath. We're at back 1 minute. Maybe 2 if something goes wrong.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's been making you laugh, Nerdbag?
Fucking nothing. Like, it's like shitty normie tier memes that my fucking Discord sends me. And I just find them funny. But, like, but what has, like, made me laugh for the longest time now, like, is, I've been doing this, like, fucking bootlicker posting. Like, a shit ton of it.
Oh, we know.
It's, no, like, to me...
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised it was you.
Yeah, and also I might have a slight connection to the Styx poster, the anti-mask guy. Yeah, and also, like, you should know by now, I've been spamming, the, Tailscock porn stills. Like, no, but it makes them so mad, though. They get so angry over it. Like, seriously. Like, they go into autistic tirades about, like, how, like, pathetic I am for fucking download. I mean, it is pretty pathetic, but it's funny as shit when they type this whole entire fucking paragraph. You know?
You know what I've been doing to get the laughs?
What have you been doing?
You go into poll, go into, like, any Trump or Biden thread.
Oh, yeah.
And just post Kanye 2020 and, like, a pic that relates to that.
No, like, you wanna know what I do, like, on poll, per se, is, that, like, the meme that's going around, don't care, still vote Trump. Like, I take those stills, right, and, like, I say, yeah, I suck black cock, but I'm still voting Trump. Or something like that. That's what I do. Or I just pretend to be black, and make, like, black nationalist threads on poll. Like, saying, hey, yo, whitey, alright? Stupid shit. They were white boys, alright?
Yeah. Poll is always a gold mine for humor.
Yeah, for good laughs, if you're gonna fucking, trolling, that is. But, like, the thing is, I've been seeing so many poll tards on sthg for a while now, like, I just keep linking them to poll. Like, reason why I got a 7-day ban was just because I told some poll-tard to go back. Sucks.
You know why they have a pirate flag on poll?
Huh?
They have a pirate flag on poll.
I forget. I don't remember the story behind it, but there was a fucking story.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They haven't really updated the Black Lives Matter flag, though. It's still, like, the African flag.
It's the what again? It's the Black Nationalist flag, yeah.
Yeah, it's not different anymore. Or they haven't changed, updated it.
Wait, oh my god, somebody posted a new Ryko server. Oh shit. Oh my god, dude. Do you guys know about Ryko by chance, the R9K stuff?
No, tell me about it.
Oh my god, it was this guy who, like, created a cult like Discord, right? He'd invite, like, R9K people and he'd entice them to take, like, HRT and become trannies and shit. And then what he'd do is he'd blackmail them. Like, he'd take old, like, he'd force them to, like, in order to join, they needed to take pictures of themselves, like, with their name and with, like, his name on their body and shit like that. And then, like, he'd use it to blackmail their family if they, if they were to step out of line.
What would they? What are they in line to do?
Like, they have to, like, write their name and, like, do a pose of themselves, like, in a really fucking gay position and shit like that.
Did ever anything, like, come around back to
No, I don't think anybody's fucking like, got him yet. Like, I really wish somebody would like swat his ass or something like that. But nobody has.
I have returned now, fair.
So, mate. Yeah, no, apparently there's a fucking new Reiko Discord server that's being posted in fucking Pole now. That shit.
I have returned. Shall we continue?
Yeah, are you Eggman?
Yeah, so can you give me like a quick recap on what the hell happened? Because I've legit been zoned out for a bit.
Well, as far as since I can recall it from memory.
Ethan Ralph here. What's going?
I'm still chronically out of breath.
Or just suicide. Alright. It's time.
Jailed, Sonic are in the rainforest as we decided to. Want me to go back from the beginning? Or you want me to do briefing on the current situation at hand?
Briefing.
Okay, briefing. Sonic and Jailed have left the that center for a trip that will help to restore some of Sonic's sanity. Being kept in that building for a few days now, listening to all the scientific level jumble. And so, as they put it around, they've found two spots. Eggman flying around, doing his old doing a scheme. Why? That scheme so far that we know being a giant robot plowing through a forest to gather test data of some sort. We're not sure what it does, but how are we supposed to know? It's like testing for snowplow, which seems to now know. That was a terrible explanation, because I'm still. I need an oxygen mask. Okay. You're free to step in for me for doing the explaining if I'm spent. Alright. Okay. Tails have been right on between two large trees in a small clearing littered by fallen vegetation. They saw it. Eggman had, unsurprisingly, regarding the time it had taken them to reach him, prepared himself, complete with one of his obligatory evil overlord speeches. Cackling as they slowed down to stand in front of him, he gestured to the duo. Good thing his plan was already well underway, or he'd be completely unprepared for this. Still, he frowned as he considered this kink in his otherwise smooth-running strategy. Well, how unexpected to find you pest here of all places. Come to visit, have you? Well, I'll have you know that you've already hit your time out. I'm too weak. I'm too weak. Give me a few seconds.
Why, what's so funny?
The fact that I cannot keep up with reading this because.
Why, what just fucking happened? Because, I'm just not paying attention.
I was supposed to narrate Eggman. I was shifting into doing Eggman's voice from SK2 instead of doing a poem.
Oh.
That's what I could probably do the best. If not, well, I could just do a late poetry impression.
I would
Problem is, I'm out of oxygen.
Give me a few seconds. Mimic, have you seen all the monkey posting on V?
Monkey posting? No, I haven't been paying attention to V. Let me see what's going on.
It's from Halo Infinite, so one of the brutes got an interesting face. And
Oh shit, the V party ban is up again. Shit, man.
Hey, how about we try switching roles? I try narrating for a while.
Maybe if you just one second, assuming if you should just turn up your microphone as a precautionary measure. All right. And time. Well, how unexpected to find you best here of all places. Come to visit me, have you? Well, I'll have you know that you're already much too late. It's almost finished now, anyway. You've already failed, but if you want, I'll play with you for a bit anyway.
Sonic snorted. He knew the doctor had been up to something as usual.
They are aimed and ready. One pointing to each major capital of the world. At the press of a button, I will annihilate every major city on this miserable planet. And if I tell them that they are always at my mercy, they will have to submit to my will. It's so simple. I'm amazed I've never thought of it before. I will rule this world, one way or another.
Technically, that wasn't entirely true. Sure, it was his plan, but there were still some bugs in the firing mechanisms that needed to be fixed before he could pronounce his evil plot to the world. But he hoped to have that fixed soon. The Hedgehog didn't need to know about that part, though.
What are you talking about, Eggman? Sonic has rebelliously. I'm doing it instinctively.
Yeah, he had no idea what the doctor was pulling, but it didn't sound promising.
And a monkey.
Who is supposed to you?
Found it?
Yeah, I found it. Yeah, there's one with like George Floyd.
Anyways,
One for Begonia, one for Shamar, one for Missouri, one for every corner of the world.
Sonic, Tails whispered. The Hedgehog turned to his brother upon hearing his famous first then nodded.
Have you seen the Gmod one?
Don't worry.
No, I haven't seen the Gmod one yet.
Darker.
Hey, don't worry. We'll stop him here and
The
now.
Darker P? Hold on.
And we'll find this
No, I saw an edit like with Master Chief like kneeling on like the monkey's neck, and like the monkey looks like George Floyd.
Yeah, we're kind of remembering right now.
Sorry, go ahead.
Hey, don't worry. We'll stop him here and now. And we'll find and disarm whatever he's planning to fire.
He replied.
Eggman laughed at them. You need not worry. Your troubles and lives will end here and now. Behold, the Eggmantis. He took a step forward, bringing the mecha into full sunlight. The robot from on its tail, nothing more than a giant praying mantis that had been squashed and haphazardly put together again by someone who had the faintest idea of what insect's anatomy should look like. It had 6 legs, ending in massive metal claws, a surprisingly heavy body with protective glass bubble where Eggman was sitting, and finally its major feature, 2 massive long bent arms that had earned the robot its name. Each ending reminded him of nothing as much as long razors, or perhaps scissors. They were deadly sharp, and they could strike at high speeds. As it were, his theory would soon be tested. Tails, back off! Sonic shouted, waving behind him for his friend. Stay safe, this thing is nasty. Tails then mounted nothing more than to join the fight, but upon seeing the massive mecha and its deadly claws, he realized that it would hinder them more than it would help after all. Looking about him, he found a great tree some 50 yards away. Hiding in a quick spot behind the dirt, he prepared himself for cheering his big brother on. If only he had his own mecha with him. The cycle was still at home though, and there's no way to bring all the way to Adabat. Eggman let him go. The fuck was of little importance. His main focus now was the far more lethal hedgehog. Sonic, on the other hand, was smirking, relief that his body was safe for the time being. Notice he always put on an expression of bravado. With a snort, he sized up the oversized metal insect thing before launching himself straight at it. Oh, how he's been itching for some fun with the body calculated. Time to put out of commission for good. Oh wait, no, that's not. That's good.
I think I voice is mixed up.
Time to put you out of commission for good, Hedgehog. Eggman roared as Sonic came at him with a yell of its own. Those battle cries sounded more like something on as if his battle cry sounded rather more like something on lines of Teria! No wonder.
What the fuck?
Sorry, I can't do it with intermission. I'm sorry, I can't do it with. So much easier when I was narrating it in my mind. Okay, moving on. No wonder more than one person had sometimes wondered just what went on inside that blue skull. A minute or two later, found Sonic getting wilder than ever. Whilst Eggman was getting more and more furious. Indeed, the robot had proven to be very sharp, very lethal arms indeed, but too bad they were simply too large, too bulky, and too slow for the supersonic hedgehog. Take this, you pesky rodent, Eggman bellowed. One razor arm flying in the hedgehog's direction. As again, as the razor around. Actually, Sonic shouted gleefully between jumps, smiling like a mad thing. From part to part of the great machine, a mischievous look in his eyes. Hedgehogs aren't actually related to rodents at all. With a smirk, he had aimed a hard kick at the razor-clad claw that came at him, damaging it and giving him the momentum to throw himself towards the opposite end of the hulking mass. Closer to Fox's, driving his feet deep in the denting hole. Not much, it was a start. He took off again. Closer to Bats. He landed on the offending claw again as it snapped at him, grabbing onto Lulu's wire, barely joint, pulling it fiercely. He had heard Eggman's low curses as the claw malfunctioned and simply hung limply. One down, one to go. Not to mention the grand finale, of course. Another jump. Next, he landed on the slick hull of the main body near the windshield/bubble, standing on all fours, using his hands to hold on as the robot surged, moved awkwardly below him, now interrupted by a broken arm. He looked directly into the doctor's eyes, smirking. Closer to porpoises. Wouldn't you believe it? Sonic reputation at least among those who had met him only once or twice for being kind of, well, stupid. Tails knew better. True, he did have the attention span of a brain-dead goldfish, and true, he rarely had the patience to sit still to listen to anything more than 30 seconds long. But that Hedgehog was actually quite clever when he wanted to be, with a certain wisdom to him. Much of his conscience level. His grades had certainly never scored him among the doctor's friends in any school. But he would never be able to pull off his various feats without an extremely good eye and everything all from pretty advanced physics. He didn't able to put his knowledge into words, but his body and his mind knew. On top of that, his travels and many encountered with people of all kinds have given him the most random bits and pieces of knowledge, even if he rarely shared it with others. That was anyone's guess how much he knew about any given subject. He never knew what he had somehow managed to stick in that quick mind. That was one of those times. Tails had no idea how Sonic was familiar with his own biological genetic heritage. But couldn't help but smile as he listened to his big brother's lecture. Action. A lunge. The well-aimed sneaker crashed straight into the windshield, broken glass raining around him. With a shriek, Eggman pressed one of his buttons as he ejected himself into the mandatory escape from the pod. Sonic landed on the now empty seat of the Mega. Perhaps it was time to get rid of something. Left uncommanded, the robot was now standing still, giving him the opportunity to jump slightly into the air, falling into his trademark spin and dive straight for the instrument. Unfortunately, Eggman had not given up yet. He had one trick left up his sleeve. Now,
rape. It's going to be rape.
Now, it's a nice safe distance away, already moving fast across the sky as if he was in a hurry to leave. The distant shout. He pressed the right button on his small remote, previously at his hand. We'll take this. Well then, take this. Cousin of a porpoise. A horrible, loud screech erupted from the studio as the untried robot jumped wildly. What exactly was it meant to do? They never figured it out. The spin dash, combined with the previous attacks, had severely affected the robot to function. And Eggman cursed loudly as his recent masterpiece in the floor moved spasmodically as if having an epileptic seizure, all the while making that horrible loud sound, blocking out everything else. Sonic stopped his path, grabbed his ears in agony, having a yell of his own cacophony as he bounced as well as he code on the toy seat, or what remained of it. He clenched his teeth and his ears were flat against his head as he covered them with his hands. He looked like the perfect picture of unexpected pain. He desperately wanted to get away, surprised by the sudden onslaught of painful sound waves to move. For that moment, nothing else existed in the world other than that excruciating uproar. Tails winced and crunched. Far too. His own sensitive ears were breaking and aching to the sound of the and covering his ears. No pleasant sounds at all as a moan pressed. Though the battle was lost and that Sonic could come at any time now, he was as soon as the latest rampage and that impossible only clouds. And then the robot exploded.
Say, yeah.
Would
you like me to take over narration for this chapter?
How about we, alternative suggestion, maybe we should take a 3-minute break to discuss.
What was that chapter about? I forget.
It was, that was the result of Eggman's, Eggman.
Okay, so when we get to the rape part, that's what I'm wondering.
Eggman, in the battle, he had no chance of winning. There was no anticlimax. What happened?
Tell me when the rape part comes, please.
We have a different definition.
Because it can be a fanfic without, like, degenerate sex scenes, so.
Oh, maybe nothing explicit, but we'll get something.
Like, seriously, you guys should have read something a lot more fucking depraved and horrible.
I'm not reading that one crossover with Starter, which turned out to be a standard. Which turned out to not only to adhere to two rules.
No, you guys should have read Sonic's Ultimate Harem. That's the best fanfic. No, but if you guys like learn about how autistic the creator is, it's funny as shit. Why, you have something to say? Why are you having an orgasm on live on air?
Well, I got news for you. Professional at standards.
Alright, I think we're gonna. Maybe it's time to close it out.
Aww.
I mean, I don't know. There's nothing else to do.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we could try and continue another time.
I mean, I just been reading.
You guys should have fucking read something a little more saucier, in my opinion. Like, seriously.
Well, that's what you get for having a proper introduction and saucy stuff coming later. That's we call that dessert, I believe.
Yeah, mate. Oh.
I like dessert.
Yeah, so we might want, so we could.
Oh my god, you're using that horrible fucking render that retard made? God, that's fucking cringe, dude.
Oh. Nintag, didn't you get a little angry last time?
No, actually I was like really happy because all the art that was posted was fucking shit, like really terrible.
That's not nice.
Like, oh my god, it was so bad. Like, seriously, like, it was one of the worst milestones for art.
No,
I don't think I don't see it.
Right now, I need to ask if we call it the night for now, or if we attempt to squeeze out anything, because I believe the ending is on the cliffhanger.
I mean, I could talk about more stuff with you, but, yeah, but, oh my god, that milestone was, like, was bad, like, really fucking bad.
Well, if the big fag is the only one that will continue after we end this, I guess I'll just ride it out until the arbiter of this podcast deems time to end it.
Yeah,
but
we'll
like,
probably try and continue it
how far are we into this anyway? Like,
but Shitsburg, I like it how you went on fucking damage control for like 2 threads in a fucking row saying, "Oh yeah, it wasn't terrible, guys. Yeah, guys, it wasn't terrible. No, I do not live rent. Lyric Fag does not live rent free in my head. All right, no, he does not. All right, it was not terrible. Do not believe his lies, guys. Trust me, guys. I'm not fucking, lying to you."
I do have to think of you.
I think you went on a bit of damage control yourself, Lyric Fag. I mean,
oh no, I did not, buddy.
Hold on. Remember
What did you say?
The milestone. You were claiming victory about how Nibrock didn't post any stuff.
Yeah, but right as he, thing is, it was shit. It wasn't like the Tikal one where it was like, at least had, like, quote unquote, some level of effort. No, it was just some dumb bullshit that he shat out in like 3 seconds. Alright?
Isn't that kind of let's be honest, Jared, that's kind of Nibrock's thing.
Yeah, that is his thing. It is his thing to shit out horrible fucking renders.
Yeah. So anyways, probably want to try and continue this next time?
Yeah, let's continue next time.
The podcast has been on for 2 hours now, I believe. I'm leaving this decision up to the arbiter if you wish.
Yeah.
No, we're done. I'm sorry. It's been going on for 2 hours.
Yeah, we can try and continue next time.
Yes, let's hope I will be there.
Yeah, also, by the way, when did that character vote guy, show up? Because,
So he's thinking you'd show up again Friday or Saturday?
We're doing it same time, Friday.
No, you guys need to, read something, a lot more terrible, in my opinion. If you want me to get me involved in it at all. Without, me being in the background.
Considering I now have advanced knowledge of who you are, I do not believe I'm inclined to take that seriously.
Oh, I'm kind of a chill dude, man. Seriously, you don't, you don't need to be so...
You're kinda right about that, kinda.
Why, did I wrong you in some way? What did I do?
Alright, I'm gonna go. You guys keep on talking.
Bye-bye.
Well, let's call it
G-Man, what did I do exactly? I didn't do anything. I'm a good boy.
No, I didn't say he did anything to me.
Yeah. Also, by the way, fuck, I forgot what. Did you enjoy the race?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Alright, that's cool. That's cool.
Yes, I should animate one as well for Sonic. It'll be better than Overdrive. I am sure I can make that happen somehow.
You're an animator too?
Yeah, no, he said he was last time. He's the guy who made that, like, you know, Shadow Tommy Gun one and the, am I correct, or?
Yes, you are. I've also...
Right.
I don't know why I remember that.
Yeah, that was alright. I don't really give it, like, I don't really care about, like, animations being posted. I just really don't like, you know, like, fucking terrible art. And just...
I did some more renders ever since, but I have not been able to post any images from my IP range for the last while.
Well, like, if you make renders, like, if you make renders, it'll probably definitely be better than that fucking faggot Nibrock.
Yes,
you know,
the
entire point is that it looks like official renders from Sega.
Yeah, official renders from Sega look terrible. I'm just putting it out there. They look fucking horrible.
Wonder if I can post images in
Why Shitsburg? Are you like a Nibrock orbiter or something like that? Like, do you suck his cock daily?
Yeah, you think we should all go now?
Like, this is the reason. Like, there's a reason why I kind of did that whole like Nibrock camp thing, and I just kind of like stopped all showing.
I think we should go now.
Yeah, he doesn't want to talk now because he knows he knows he's an orbiter.
What? Who is the orbiter?
Shitsburg.
Although Jay is...
Yeah.
Really spinning after all.
Yeah, he orbits him like he needs his, cummy wummies from Nibrock Rock.
Oh, we meet at last. We already have met, but...
Yeah, no, he also licks IDW's boots all the time. Like, he likes the taste and texture of, like, the dirt in his mouth and in his stomach.
Okay, I get the point.
Yeah. Do those boots taste good?
I posted a link to one of the renders in the Hangouts chat. Don't know how many of you are able to view it.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, I can
Damn it.
It's the paint scheme I gave to Illumina that I chose to use as my stock car. In this case, I will be using it.
Yeah. Also, Shitsburg, why are you inviting like Tangle stands onto the fucking general? By the way. Because there are Tangle Stand Twitter accounts that are posting fucking screen caps from 4chan onto their Twitter accounts and shit like that. So because I remember Shitsburg bringing up the fact that before that he was going to epically own Made by inviting a bunch of Tangle fans onto there.
Yeah, but that when I realized that milestones aren't really that different from regular threads.
Yeah, that's why you needed to go like on a tirade for like 3 threads in a row about like how it wasn't garbage, and no, it was not shit, guys, believe me.
Okay, Arbiter's still here. I'm just gonna call him Arbiter, as he's the arbiter of the podcast.
Oh shit. I just dropped my phone.
Good job. I did that yesterday. I was driving over a pavement.
And it's fine. Like it's
driving on pavement that was not this bad. Right.
A lot of
Arbiter, I must ask, have you already ended the recording? If not, then
wait. Also, do any of you have a link to the sthg Discord by chance?
No.
I already gave you one. It's on.
No, I'm talking about the real, like the thread
No,
Discord.
they locked it.
Yeah, I have
talking
one.
about sthg on there.
If you have any spare links, you may as well give me one of them.
No, I said they're
That's what I'm asking, like, it'd be really, sad if, like, something bad were to happen there. I'm just, like, just saying, I'm not
Probably
implying.
why it's locked in the first
It's
place.
locked. They banned all mention. If you say sthg, you get like warned or something.
Okay, so they kind of, like, just, killed themselves, essentially?
They went rogue.
Yeah, they went in exile.
Maybe I don't understand that after all.
That's good then. Fuck, like unironically, fuck board discords and fuck thread discords. Like they're so gay. So that's
We're
great.
having some kind of call right now.
What? What are they having?
Some kind of call right now, I guess.
Call? Like with who? Who's in the call?
I don't know what this is.
Are you the only one here that's in there, Sonny?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really pay attention to it much, though.
You have to be our ambassador. You're like you're a rare person in there.
What the fuck do they even fucking do in there? Like, what do they even talk since we're not even fucking affiliated with Threads anymore?
Oh. Come on.
Why did they talk about fucking, like, what kind of, like, how to get, like, CP and how to fuck dogs?
Face masks and these.
You people, some of you are truly twisted, aren't you?
No, that's what I assume, like, goes down in, like, Discords with fur fags in them. Like, they talk about, like, how to bone children and stuff like that, so.
Yes.
Like, wasn't there, like, a whole purge, like, on the Discord moderation team? Like, because, like, what happened was that there was a Discord about people fucking dogs, right? And, like, somebody, like, fucking, like, complained to the Discord moderation team, and then, like, what happened was the moderation team banned them because they were being toxic against fur fags, or something like that.
Right.
I
think we get Discord sucks. I think this is
Yeah.
a run-out ending.
Like, wait, are you an avid Discord user? Like, do you post in there constantly?
Me?
No, I'm talking to Schittsburg. Because it makes sense if he'd be, if he was the kind of person to do that, it'd make a lot of fucking sense.
He posts as much as any other person.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Are you guys?
Yeah, like, what's up? Yeah, also, like, you guys should search up this guy, like, on YouTube. I forget his fucking name now, but, like, there's this guy that got so fucking angry at this one dude. Like, I used to fucking fuck with him all the time. Like, it was some retard named Jared something. Alright? And the thing is, like, he had, like, part of his fucking head shaved off, like, the sides of, like, his head and the back of his head was, like, completely shaved off, and he was, like, this retard who pissed in, like, bottles, and, like, stayed at his parents' house. He was, like, 30 years old, and he gets so fucking angry at this, like, this one dude. Hold on, let me find it.
Alright, back to the topic for one moment. Have we concluded this edition yet, or?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, Lord Genesis threatened his father with physical violence.
Okay, seriously, I think we should just wrap up now.
And then post the video.
Yeah. Lord Genesis threatens his father with physical violence. I don't know if it...
No.
Yeah, Valentine Genesis.
Oh,
I think
I
is...
know about this man.
Yeah, no,
He's a legend.
No, his name is Lord Genesis.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, do you know who he is?
I know a lot about him.
Yeah. No, the thing is, like, I used to fuck with them in YouTube chats and shit like that. There was this one video where he threatens his father with physical violence.
Is he also the one that wields the Master Sword? The sword from Metal Gear Revengeance?
I don't fucking know. Like, I don't even know if, like...
Super Genesis time, that's his full name, right?
No, like, his name is Lord Genesis.
Oh, well, yeah, but...
With physical violence.
Yeah, you guys can leave.
This physical violence on live stream.
Detail podcast has indeed ended.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah, hold on. I just posted it. It's funny as shit. Like I fuck with it all the time in YouTube chats and shit like that. It's fucking great.
Okay, so now can we end?
Yeah,
like,
it's
dude.
over.
About him.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like I fuck with autistics like him all the time. Like you consider Moviesburg one.
Wait, get it!
Yeah, no, I'm a big bad.
Moviesburg's pretty good.
No, he's like the Christian of this like general.
Oh, he's not bad.
421.
No, he's pretty autistic, dude.
I get.
Moviesburg's really
Hey, Moviesburg, you want to friend me on Discord? I'm the friendliest person on Discord.
I don't know who I
Please,
on that.
please shut up and just end this.
It is over.
Send-
The recording's over.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you can leave.
I think it's that playing tonight.
And by the way, do you know what Discord he's in by chance?
Excuse me?
Do you know what Discord Schittsburg's in by chance?
Oh, I'm not gonna tell you that.
I'm not gonna.
Dude, tell me.
It doesn't really matter. He's in every Discord, so it's...
Like, what do you mean by every Discord?
Just stop.
Oh, well, look, I just spawned to one of your posts. Mimicfeg is still dragging it out. Yo, what's wrong with that?
Because
Wait, watch
kind of,
where?
you are kind of pressing it. You're kind of dragging it out with your Discord shit.
Surprised there's still anybody.
It's over. We're not dragging out anything.
Yeah, mate.
It's already over.
Oh my god, like, whenever I see Thread mascots, I just get filled with unbridled fucking rage. You don't understand how much I hate them. Like, seriously. You don't like, whenever I look at them, I want to fucking strangle them. Like, I want to pluck out their eyes. Like, seriously. You don't understand how much hatred I'm feeling for the fucking Thread OCs.
Yeah.
Like I hate Bait, I hate Sage, I fucking hate Bump, I hate them all. Like, they all suck. They're all fucking terrible. Like, I want to kill them. Like, IRL, like I physically want to strangle them. That's how much I hate them.
We get it.
Alright.
Okay,
Let's fill out Moviesburg.
Yeah, no, and also, like, same with Tails the Fox, too. Whenever I see, like, posts about him, and, like, I hate him. Like, I want to kill him so bad. Like, I just want to hurt him. Like, whenever, when you see something and you just want to hurt it, that's how I feel whenever I see Tails the Fox.
No.
Like, I want to kill them, like, really bad.
Okay.
And also, shut up, Sonny. You said you wanted to hate fuck me, so.
The elephant is so much.
He's got you there.
Can you stop?
I'm asking
Why are you
for him
hitting
to
your
stop.
why are you hitting your microphone? That's not very good.
I just don't think straight sometimes when I'm mad.
Like, why are you so angry? Like, seriously, I just want to know, why are you, like,
You're really dragging this out.
You can leave whenever you'd like, buddy. I'm just saying.
By the way, the recording's done. Not even.
Yeah, like, seriously, you can leave, like, whenever you want to.
Yeah, Moviesburg, if you don't want, you're free to go now. I would actually suggest if you.
Yeah.
I would suggest going out.
Who brought up the topic of
You're only gonna get
leaving?
angry here.
Is someone?
Yeah, I think you've done enough. We've all done enough tonight.
Oh, I just saw your fucking render. Hey, it's alright. Mate.
Oh wait, did you make that?
those two renders,
I
yes.
still can't see
They're
it.
pretty good.
Yeah, you're a big fan of racing cars, huh?
Someone else can just post.
Some. I
Someone
just read
else
it.
can
Yeah,
just
I'm
copy the
reposting
link
them.
and post it in the thread, right?
Meanwhile,
Repost. Grab quickly before they disappear.
it's something I played around with for a short while. Also, there's a third one over there. I posted.
Someone else.
Glad the mods are doing horrible thread OC posts. I'm so glad.
It's because they showed nipples or something like that.
Yeah, well, I don't care. Like, whenever you post a thread OC, you should get like permaban, and you should be like have the cops called on your house. You should be
I
swatted.
think we
All right. You vile slime.
We
All
get
right.
paid thread OCs.
Yeah.
Render.
By the way, MegPeg.
Yo, what's
talking about
up?
a different guy. This is Lard, L-A-R-D Genesis.
No, his name is Lord Genesis, but like the thing is, people call him Lard Genesis. So.
But is his full name Genesis Valentine? Because that's a different guy.
Hold on, let me check it out. Hold on. No, because this faggot goes by so many different names.
He got famous
Genesis.
from being on OnlyPlays or something like that.
Oh, that fucking guy! I know who you're talking about. Yeah, that was the Second Life guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Genesis Valentine. I know who you're talking about now.
He's dressed in bloodstains.
Yeah, no. Yeah, and then like Chris is, like has some like female tails and skin or whatever on. Yeah, and Ding Dong is like Shadow and is like fucking. I just beat your wife in combat.
Alright.
But yeah, like OnlyPlays right now like sucks ever since they stopped doing like Ding Dong, Julian. Yeah.
Seeing as my short leave is long overdue and it is 4:38.
But
no other reason to exist.
But did you see the like the GTA 5 like trolling when they when like I think Chris was like this golfer dude and he fucking steals the car of this like kid who gets like really fucking heated and calls the cops on him. And then like he ends up running over the cops and the dude. It's funny as shit.
Yeah,
You know what?
Yeah.
We got
Okay, I'll-
a couple more chapters
Alright.
this time.
In the meantime.
Yeah, but like, yeah. Let me see when I get unbanned. Like, Movie Spree, you can like, mention this to everybody. Hold on, let me see when I get banned because you like to like
No, I'm not
record
gonna
it.
do it this time.
Yeah, please do it. I know you will do it because you're that
I'm
autistic.
gonna stop obsessing over you.
All right. No, my ban was filed on July 24th, 2020, and expires on July 31st, 2020.
Okay.
At 5:36 ET. It was a 7-day ban. No, apparently apparently I have 51 bans in total. So.
Good job.
No, I think it's dynamic IP. Like somebody has a dynamic IP or something like that. Because there's no way I've been banned like 50 times.
Welcome to my world.
So yeah, Movie Spur, you can type that in the thread, okay, buddy?
He gave you a little kiss of you.
Yeah.
Thanks. Hope that I can.
All right. Yeah. See you, G-Man.
Good night.
Adios, G-Man.
Bye. See you again soon.
I will see you up ahead.
Yeah. All right. Fuck. G-Man's kind of cool, like unironically. Yeah, like it's probably the most non-gay person here. Yeah. Also, quick question: why do you want to like hate fuck me? Just wondering.
All right, let's not get into this.
No, but this is a serious question. I remember getting that post directly, and I want to know the answer. All right, I've been like waiting for an answer to that question.
This is gonna be a cringe.
Yeah, so why did you send me that post? Like, do you have something for me or something like that?
I have no comment.
You have no comment. Like, I just want to know the answer. Why would you send me that post if you have no comment, alright? You clearly have something. I'm just fucking with you. No.
I mean, look about it this way. There's like 2 people that want to hate fuck you, so...
No, there's like one person that wants me to rape them. I'm not sure if that's a fag, or, you know, I asked them to post tits, but the thing is they wouldn't post their tits, so, like, I have a feeling it was a fag.
No, they posted Amy, so... Similar.
Well, Amy's a dude, so... Everybody knows this.
There you go.
Amy's a trap.
I mean, you have a lot of homosexual followers. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know why exactly. Like, am I putting out the vibe, dude? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I think.
Fuck, man.
Maybe it's just your tentacles or something like that.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it attracts fags. Who knows? The thing is, like, I'm not a bug chaser, so. So. Also, I don't fucking understand, like, why is there so much art for these horrible fucking characters? Like,
I like them.
Like
I don't see why you're so angry about them.
I just hate them. They're just fucking cringe, alright? Like, seriously. Like, you ever just see something so cringe that you just, like, fucking die on the inside? Like, that's me whenever I see them.
I mean, I have those moments, but it's not about...
Like, maybe it's because I'm like a canon fag. I'm like a canon fag, and I just can't stand anything that isn't canon. All right.
What even is the canon?
Like canon autist.
Yo, what do you consider canon? Like, it's not.
What do I consider canon? Like, I consider all the classic games canon. Well, maybe except for like, you know, CD or something like that, because there's like, you know, CD's weird.
I don't like CD.
I actually really like CD. Yeah, CD's cool. Like, it has a really great aesthetic. I also like Chaotix too. Chaotix is like fucking.
Yeah, but like CD, I mean, I only played through it once, and maybe I was playing it wrong. But what kept on happening to me is I would like accidentally time travel to the future, and then everything would be all black.
It's whenever you hit one of those like past or future posts. I forget what they're called.
And I was like going too fast, and I guess I hit it by accident. And I just go to the future, and then it just be all black and looks ugly. And that was pretty much.
Oh no, that's why you have to like make sure you get a past post, and then what you do is you explore, because the game encourages exploring, and you have to look around for these cages, and you have to break them essentially.
I guess I was playing it wrong then, but I still don't like it. I prefer
Yeah.
2.
No, you like in order to get the good ending for the game, you have to go around every single zone and break them, like break these cages and get like good future zones, and get all the Chaos Emeralds. And the thing is, the Chaos Emerald minigame is super fucking weird. Like, it's like a precursor to the Mania ones, except like unfun and hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, it's basically like the Sonic 2 fucking Chaos Emerald minigame, essentially. Like, that's, you know, like, you have to like master it essentially. Also, are you guys like bootlickers for IDW? Because I've been seeing so many of them, like, for the past threads.
You're going to
I hate them.
I wouldn't say like.
Bag, I wanna go to bed.
Go to.
You can leave.
It's alright.
You can leave.
It's in Moosburg. It's perfectly fine to leave.
Yeah, no, but like seriously, like there have been so many fucking bootlickers, and like I can assume because like Schittsburg's been inviting like Tangle like stands onto here.
This I already know. You already said this.
Because like I said before, there have been Twitter autists that have been posting screenshots from here, and they all have one thing. They all have one thing in common: is they like Tangle and Whisper, and they like IDW. All right, I'm not fucking schizophrenic, okay? I know that he invited them here.
He didn't invite them there. Here.
No, because I remember him talking about.
Hold on.
I remember him talking about inviting Tangle fans to the Tangle milestone. So I specifically don't ruin it.
I don't think like Moosberg isn't like an influencer.
And I know he's that autistic, and he would do something like that.
But he can't like
Could
invite
you
like.
please cut the call already?
Like, see what he's doing right now. He wants to end the conversation because he knows that he did it. All right.
Oh, he didn't. He just he wants to go to bed, but he doesn't want to miss any part of it. But I guess for you, Moosberg, I'll end the. I don't know then.
Yeah. Also, somebody keeps posting this fucking image. Like, yeah, no. See, he's begging us to end it so that we don't fucking.
Go on your try next time.
Yeah, no, it's because you fucking did it. I know you do.
There's no, you have no proof. You have no proof.
No, but the thing is, like, he's raised suspicion by, like, specifically, stating certain, key phrases and words, alright?
Oh, man. Let's not get onto that, but... Maybe Whisper's alright. He's fine. He's just like any other poster.
Why? He's not like... Why, what were you gonna say before? He was not like an infiltrator or whatever?
What do you mean? What was I gonna say?
You said something before about, like, him not being something. Can you please rephrase that for me, please?
He's not like a massive influencer that's gonna, like, attract, like, 100 people to the general. Like, you
No, but he is autistic, so...
Oh, okay. Well, what's he gonna do then? Like, what do you?
I mean, he could. Remember, there's a direct message function on Twitter.com. So.
Yeah, I know. I tried.
Yeah, no.
100 people, but he didn't respond.
Yeah, no, like, but no, he could have, like, I know he probably has a Twitter account where he just posts fucking Tangle and Whisper, and, like, thing is, he's a Tangle stan, so he could have influenced other Tangle stans to come here. I don't know.
There's a lot of Tangle stans, I think.
No, but there have been Tangle stans posting screenshots from fucking here and, like, messaging each other about this place.
I know!
And thing is, whenever I see them, I call them bootlickers, and hopefully they'll leave this place and never come back.
Are you drooling? Good.
Like, also, Moviesburg, were you that autist that, like, kept posting, like, upset Whisper images when I kept calling you a bootlicker?
Oh, no, that's Whisper Cell. Come on.
No.
Totally different person.
No, but Whisper Cell, like, is fucking dead. Like, Whisper Cell is a false flag. Like, he hasn't posted in such a fucking long time, and everyone, that posts about him, like, is a faker.
Yeah, I know.
Say,
everyone.
What? Didn't we have a conversation about quality control?
Quality control? What? Quality on 4chan? Go to reddit.com, dude.
I mean, on this podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry, Moosberg. Yeah.
Well, and
Big fact, don't talk about that kind of stuff.
Why? What kind of stuff? What can I not talk about?
And the call!
Jesus, dude.
Listen, Moosberg, we can talk about this later. I'll talk to you on, like, Discord or something, but I'll end it here.
Yeah, no, hold on. What was this conversation about quality control? I want to know about this, please.
Yeah, guys.
Why? What can I not talk about? Please tell me.
Take up for it
please, I need. You know that we're not fucking recording right now, right? Stupid.
I think we're recording, but I can, like, cut this stuff out.
Yeah, cut it out, mate. No, just like what was this talk about quality control? Can you please, like, tell me?
Quality control is a what?
Quality on fucking 4chan.com, dude. Just go back to fucking Reddit if you want. If you want quality, go to reddit.com. Spurg, a great website for you would be Reddit.com. Like, a bunch of, like, people that are, you know, similar to you, like, you know, go there, you know?
What happened to cutting it?
Like, seriously, you make posts every single thread about teaching people to report, and then the Jannies will never fucking listen to you because the Jannies don't give a shit. Just go to fucking Reddit at this point. If you like sucking the cock of the mods this much, just go to fucking Reddit.
Let's chill out. It's like, how late is it for you?
Exactly
it's like
what we're talking about.
10:40.
Yeah, Reddit.com. Hold on, let me send you a link to Reddit.com because you seem to be so autistic to not even, you know. Hold on, Reddit.com. And also send me your Discord so I can also send the link to Reddit.com to you. Hold on, Reddit.com. There you go.
Come on, you don't need to do that.
There you go. There's enough links. You should be able to see it.
You're upsetting the dog. You're upsetting someone's dog. You can't be doing this.
Can you please just cut it already?
Alright, I'll cut it.
Yeah, mate. I'm gonna.
You can send me your Discord if you want to keep on talking about this, but I'll cut it here.
I don't know if you're gonna fucking leak it. All right, but you know, you won't.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta.
I'll send it to you next time. All right. Because I need to make sure of some things.
What are you gonna make sure of?
Like, I gotta make sure. Like, I had to create another fucking Discord account because no way am I giving you my fucking personal.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. Alright, sayonara.
You see you, mates. Bye.